welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Nikki here. So today I wanted to do a chit chat kind of video. I'm in a chit chat kind of mood and I wanted to do a video just talking to you guys, and I've gotten tons of questions on my Instagram about how to grow a following. What do I do? How am I so consistent? I thought, you know what, I'm just going to do a whole video. I feel like these videos have helped me, so why not put my knowledge on a platform for you guys as well. I am holding my hands up and saying I am not the best. I feel like I've grown my following quite a lot in the last 6 months, and I just wanted to give you 5 pointers as to how I've done it and what's helped me. Just really quickly, for those of you that are probably wondering, this makeup look is already on my YouTube channel. It will be the one before this video, so go and check that out for this makeup look. But let's get right into it. I've written some notes in my notepad as well, and it's how to grow your social media on Instagram. Now I'm going to be talking about Instagram because I feel like Instagram is up and popping at the moment. It is where it is, like, in my personal opinion anyway. I feel like Instagram and YouTube are very different. For me anyway, are very different. I feel like YouTube is more chilled, like mukbangs or educational, when you really want to listen, or if you want to put something on in the background, kind of like reality TV is what I feel like it's become like. And Instagram is just quick snippets of inspiration, like all just things that are aesthetically pleasing and you like to see it, but you don't want to sit there for 15 to 30 minutes watching that video. I feel like you would invest into someone's personality on YouTube, and it's difficult to show that. I think it's difficult to show that in 1 minute in an Instagram video anyway. Okay, so point number 1 is, and I think this is so important, it's consistency. And I know, like, I get it. I've been there, I've not been that consistent. I used to upload, I think, 3 times a week or 4 times a week, every other day. Didn't know how I was gonna get the content about. I was working at Mac and I was like, how am I gonna do all this? I didn't know how to do it, but I would say to you, consistency is key. Upload every single day, if not twice, 3 times a day. 3 times a day I think is too much, personally for me, but twice a day, try and do that. I haven't got to the twice a day kind of thing, but I upload a video every single day on Instagram. Consistency is key because people want to keep coming back for more. Once you stop posting and you're posting on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, people are going to be like, oh, she uploads every single day. He uploads every single day. I want to go back and see what video they've got today. And that's what you want to do. You want to get people talking. You want people to like you without knowing that they actually like you and they look forward to your videos. Do you know what I mean? But every time you pop up in their feed, they're like, oh, there she is again. There he is again. And you want to be consistent because you want that person to keep on following you. Now, what other pointers have I got down? That is number 1. I would also say within that pointer, I've got down interaction. So interact with your followers. I like to, within that day that I've posted, I will reply back to all the comments, every single one, even the emojis, reply back, interact. You see so many people, like I know, and I could name so many people that come and comment on every single video, and I kind of know what they're going to say as well, but I know that they're my strong following. Build your engagement. It's so key. Like, you can't just put a video up and be like, I can't be bothered to reply to anything. You need to interact with people, see what people are saying, what do people want you to change, what do people want to see next. It's a massive, like, it's free. You get told what video to post next because your followers are telling you what they want. Another thing that I'm going to quickly say is answer your DMs. I feel like I've slacked on this a little bit for the last month or so. I need to go through my DMs. But I heard this somewhere, and I don't know if I heard this from some other girls. I'm not too sure where I heard it from. But it is to reply to your DMs and reply to your comments. The more engagement you're having, even in your DMs, the more Instagram's going to know, okay, she's using Instagram, people are liking the content. The more that they're liking your content, the more Instagram's going to push it out. And that's what I've heard, and that's what I believe is true. So the more I found that when I'm not as active on my stories, my engagement goes down. Less people view my videos. But when I'm very high, like I'm storying all the time, I'm having a really busy day, I've been to an event, I'm doing a YouTube video, I'm taking it off, I'm speaking to you guys in between, I'm showing you what I'm eating, just little things that I'm involving you guys in my life, Instagram will push my content out further. And it is so weird and so bizarre how it works, but I guess it makes sense because Instagram wants you to be active on their channel. If you're not active and you're pretty dead, then what is the point of them pushing your content? My second pointer would be find your niche. Now you can take this however you want to take it. I started off obviously on YouTube over 10 years ago doing makeup, hair, fashion. I love all that. That's very me. I'm very girly. I like to share my tips and tricks, especially when it comes to skin. Like, I'm very much about skin, and I think if you've been following me for a while, you know that, just because of my skin concerns with pigmentation, being a brown skin girl, stuff like that. I would say find your niche and be passionate about it. So find what it is that you want to do. It could be hair, it could be cooking, it could be mukbangs, it could be anything, honestly, and find what it is that you want to do and then home in on that. So get people knowing that, okay, this is what you're about. Now, when I say find your niche, it's a bit difficult because I don't necessarily agree with you can only do one thing. I think sometimes it's good to branch out. So for instance, I did makeup, then I went into a little bit of hair, and now I'm trying to push my Instagram into a little bit of fashion. I'm not saying that I will go directly into fashion at all, because that's not me. I just like fashion as well. But if you start opening up your options, this, you've opened yourself up to more brands. Does that make sense? Equally, you don't have to do that. If you like just makeup and you are insane at makeup, then just do makeup. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like you can see it both ways. I just like other things as well, and I want to include it. I don't want to cancel it out, and I also want to open them other doors for myself. I think another really strong pointer is don't get disheartened. Try your hardest not to get disheartened. I get it. I've been there where I've put up a photo. Right, I didn't put up videos. I used to put up photos, and I put up a photo and it used to get like 80 likes. And then 300 likes, and I used to be like, oh my god, it's got 300 likes, I'm so excited. Don't get disheartened when your video or your photo don't do that well. You've just got to keep pushing through. And then there'll be a video or a photo that does amazing and you'll be so happy about it. But you need to just build that engagement. It's not even about like the followers or the likes. It's about the engagement, the interaction that you're getting. Are you getting, I don't know, have you got 10,000 followers and are you getting 5 to 10,000 likes? Are people commenting on your stuff? Are 5,000 people commenting? Do you know what I mean? I think that's quite unnatural. Not 5,000, but maybe that happens for some people. But what I'm saying is, how high is it? How high are your percentages? Because you could have 1 million followers, you could have 1 million followers, and you could have 2,000 likes. It doesn't mean anything. When brands look at you and when you want to start getting paid for stuff, they will look at your engagement. They'll also look at your gender, the audience, where they're based, how many impressions you've got, who's interacting, like is there any interaction whatsoever? Because there is no point if there's no interaction. Brands won't want to use you because you may have the followers but no one's seeing your stuff, you know? That then brings me on to my next point. This is probably my favorite point, and I want to stress this so much. It doesn't work for everyone, but it worked for me, and I think videos over photos any day. I think both are good. And I personally have only started doing both on my channel recently. If you see, I started to upload the odd photo. I would like to do a photo and a video every single day. I just need to get my head around how I'm going to do the photo content. I could do the video, but the photo content is difficult for me to do right now. It's only difficult right now until I figure out a way, you know? But I would say if you're going to pick one, for some people, photos work amazingly. I personally think videos are where it's at. Videos is what's going to get you the views. Videos are more likely to go viral. Videos are the ones that are going to get you engagement. Videos are the ones that people are going to be talking about. So if it is makeup that you're passionate about, or hair, sit down and film a hair tutorial. It doesn't have to be with the most expensive equipment. And I've heard it so much from so many people being like, I haven't got the equipment, I'm waiting on my equipment, I'm waiting on my backgrounds, I'm waiting on this to start. If you want to start, you will just start. You will just start on your phone because you want to start. Do you know what I mean? There is no, I'm waiting on this. You can't be perfect from the get-go. Let me tell you guys a little story. I started YouTube on my laptop webcam, right? On the little webcam, and I used to click the button. I used to be like, hi guys, do my little tutorial, and then I used to be like, bye, and switch it off. There was no editing, there was no transitions, there was no music, there was nothing. it was literally on the screen and I was like, okay then bye, I'm gonna go now. And then sometimes I couldn't be able to switch off and you see me struggling at the end. And that was the life of YouTube 10 plus years back. So if you want to start something, I would say that be passionate about it, know what you want to do, like really know what you want to do, and just start. And then you can develop. Like I feel like I've worked myself up now to this point where I can actually do Instagram and YouTube and social media and live my dream full time. But did I think that 10 years ago? Absolutely not. I didn't even know you could get paid for it. Do you know what I mean? So I keep saying, do you know what I mean? I'm sorry. But you just need to start. Be consistent, start, and try and do videos. Videos will get you more engagement. Also do photos, but try and do more videos. Do you know what I mean? I don't know where it's come from, but I just realised that I say, do you know what I mean? And you know after every single sentence. It's pretty annoying. I don't know if I'm going to be able to edit that out. But I don't know where it's come from. It's literally just come out of nowhere because I don't feel like I've been saying it all this time. Point number 4 is actually going into video format. So if you're gonna be doing videos, there are loads of videos and tutorials out there on YouTube that I've watched myself to teach you how to do like an Instagram video. If you want me to start doing a series so I can show you how to edit, show you how to film, show you how to take photos, all of that, then let me know that down below because that'd be really interesting for me and I'd love to film that and share that with you guys. If you are going to do video, I would suggest be careful about what you're doing. Don't do the landscape, don't do the square, try to do the large portrait. The large portrait is 1080p times 1350p. Don't ask me what P stands for. No, P stands for pixels actually, so I do know that. But that's the one where when you're scrolling down Instagram, it's the larger video. That way, a lot of your face is going to take up the screen, or a lot of your body, or whatever it's going to be that you're going to be doing is going to take up the screen, and it's going to grab someone's attention more so than a landscape. I'll be honest, when I see a landscape video, I won't even watch it. It doesn't matter who it is, I just won't watch it because it's not interesting to me. It really isn't. So just bear that in mind if you are going to be filming videos. Also with videos, and I think this is part of point number 4, is keep your thumbnail in mind. Now this was trial and error for me, so learn from my mistakes. I didn't know. I used to just kind of pick anything that I thought looked cool, looked pretty on the screen, but it doesn't work like that. I found the hard way that I'd do, I don't know, spend like 2 hours filming a video, right, Instagram video, edit it all down, spend another hour, and then I wouldn't pick the right thumbnail. I didn't pick a thumbnail that was that enticing, and no one would view it. And you don't want to put all that hard work in and no one's going to view it. So what they're called are teaser thumbnails. Find a teaser photo, have a thumbnail in mind. So every time that I film an Instagram video, I've got my thumbnail in mind. I know which product it is and how I'm going to use it, and I will hold that product up against the camera and hold it for a good few seconds so I know that I've got the shot when it comes to editing. Have that in mind. Now, let me use, I don't know, like these Johnson's Baby Wipes for instance. You don't want to use, it's going to go out of focus, but you don't want to just hold them like this and that be your thumbnail. You want the thumbnail to be interesting. You want it to be about the tech. We're talking about makeup now because that's what I specialize in. But we're talking about skincare products or makeup products where it's the texture of it, the face mask, the texture of that face mask, or the opening of that makeup product, or the makeup product has a cushion inside it, showing the cushion. So people are like, what's that? It's more about that. Now, I'm still getting my head around thumbnails and seeing what works best for me. And it is trial and error. So unfortunately, there might be some videos that don't get as many views. But you learn from that. And that's all I can say. It's still trial and error. And I always have multiple. So I always have about three thumbnails in a video that I know I can pick. This one, and this one. And then I'll see which one I think is personally the most enticing. And I'll go with that one. Thumbnails make a massive difference because it's the difference between someone clicking on the video and someone not clicking on the video. So just make sure that you bear that in mind. And then the last point that I have, and I know this was probably quite a quick video or feels like maybe you didn't get enough out of me, let me know down below if you want more, is educate yourself. Please educate yourself. When I started doing Instagram, and I only started doing it consistently since last October, I watched YouTube videos. I actually specifically watched X Tweely on Instagram and X Tweely on YouTube, and she does loads of tips and tricks, so please check out her YouTube channel. She does loads of tips and tricks on how to grow your Instagram, how to grow your YouTube, how to film, how to take photos. And I watched her And it just inspired me to literally, give me a kick up the arse, because I always was on Instagram for a couple of years, but I was never consistent. And I left Mac on 25,000 followers. 25,000 followers, and I was like, I'm just gonna try it. I took a massive gamble and I was like, I'm just gonna try it. What was I thinking? I don't know what I was thinking, but I left. And I just didn't like the job. It wasn't for me, and I knew that I wanted to do this. And this is where I am today. And I was able in 6 months to turn it around. Well, yeah, in about 4 to 6 months, I was able to turn it around into a full-time job. So it can be done. And I've been on YouTube for over 10 years. So it's not like I just landed here and then, do you know what I mean? It's not like I just landed here and I taught myself everything from the start. I still knew editing, I still knew filming, I still knew how to take photos. It was just that Instagram I just wasn't consistent with. But educate yourself. I'm also at the moment taking a course. It's called The Break by Patricia Bright. She has a course. It's around £100. It's an online course, and she goes through things like finance, content ideas. There's 9 modules, and she goes through it all. And I'm just on module 2 now. So let me know if you want an update on that. I'm still educating myself. Do you know what I mean? I want to know how to make more money. If you want to know how to make more money, there are so many different avenues. But just by doing that course, I was like, oh my God, I didn't even know there was that avenue to make money. And it taught me, it's already taught me something. So educate yourself. Educate yourself in taking photos. Educate yourself in Photoshop. Educate yourself in Final Cut Pro or iMovie. Educate yourself in what people are doing, trends, what's trending, what do people want to see from you. That would be trial and error because you try videos, but you need to put the time in, and once you put the time in, you'll get it back. Like, you'll get a lot back, honestly you will. And the last thing that I want to say to you guys is, don't think that it's easy. Don't think it's easy, because it is hard work. There are some days where I'll get up and I have the whole day of filming, so I'll do an 8 to 12 hour day of filming, and I'll film around 5 videos all in one day, and then I'll probably edit them in that day as well. I'm a bit crazy, but I'll probably edit them in that day as well, just because I know that I do a video every day and I don't want to let anyone down. I don't want to let myself down. Do you know what I mean? So you need to bear in mind that this isn't easy. This isn't a job that you think that you see on social media and people are just taking a few snaps and they look really, really happy with life, and they're going to this place to eat and they look like they're in a really fancy event, or they've got these friends and this. It's not about that. It is about the hard graft you put behind it, and it isn't easy. So if you think this is going to be a quick job and an easy job to earn yourself some quick dollar, it's not going to work like that. Another thing is if you want me to do a video on how to get paid, then let me know that down below, because there are different avenues of how to get paid, but ultimately you need a following to get paid. You just do. You need a following to get paid, unless you're building up your own brand and you're selling your own merch. Then I think that's a little bit of a different story, but you still need a following. You need people to engage with you. You want people to buy your stuff. So let me know if you want to see that. Anyways, guys, I hope I didn't ramble on too much, and I hope you took something educational away from this video. I just wanted to sit down and have a little bit of a chit chat with you guys. I love you guys so very much, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah.